What's going on, Garage Gang? Matt from GarageMC here. Guys, just like in the thumbnail, we're going to talk ways on how to keep your 99 to 2014 Trx400ex or 400ex, depending on what year you have, how to keep it cool, or at least how to help it keep cool. Stay tuned. Let's talk about a few of these products. Alright guys, so with a 400ex, it's an air-cooled engine. I mean, technically it's oil cooled, but what cools the oil? Air. A few products here laid out on a table. Let's talk about a couple of them, and let's also talk about the not the modifications, but what you need for some of these products. One of them is not typically made for a 400ex, and we're going to get into what I'm going to do about that here in a few minutes. Part of the reason why this thing is still not finished. Yeah, the Trx400ex. You guys are probably so sick of hearing about this damn quad, and so am I. Need to get this shit done. Want to move on to other stuff, guys. I got some other big plans. I'm not going to show you what they are yet. You guys know I've been wanting to do a couple hybrid builds. So I've never built a hybrid quad before, and I know this isn't the topic of this video. Just bear with me for a second here. I'm going to build one before the two that I really want to build, just to get my feet wet, you know, stick my toes in the water, see what the temp's feeling like, shit like that. This one's going to be an oddball. I got it in the garage now, and it's mainly parts that I just have a bunch of takeoff parts and spare frames and stuff that really doesn't command much value, so it doesn't matter if I cut it up really. But I'll give you a quick sneak peek of what I'm talking about. I'm also going to make a video on my plans for this year, what builds I'd like to do, stuff like that. I'm only going to show this to you for a second, so if you really want to know, go ahead and like pause the video and look at it. Let's see how many of you guys can pick out the parts that are here. Alright, that's all you get. Anyway, guys, I guess you'll never guess what kind of engine I'm going to put in that one. Drop it in the comment, guys. You know I read and answer them all. But anyway, alright, let's get into what this is about. I don't want to be clickbaity like all the other YouTubers that are way more successful than I am. Maybe they're on to something. Alright, so we got three different products here, guys. I got, obviously, air shrouds. They come in a couple different styles. You can get just the regular squared off ones, like the ones that are on my Trx400R. Don't be trying to sneak a peek over there. You had your chance. So air shrouds, those are the cheapest of these three options that you could do here to help keep your Trx400ex, you know, keep the temp down a little bit. This product here is the second most expensive of these three here. This is a Tusk radiator fan. This is normally, well, it's normally designed for a dirt bike to go on one of the radiators, but if you turn it like this and mount it to an oil cooler, guess what? Now it's for a 400ex. But there's a few things I don't like about this. I pulled out an extra oil cooler just so I could show you guys what I'm talking about. This is not a cooling mod, don't get excited. And then the third most expensive option, CFM oil tank. This holds an extra half a quart of oil, and it also has the cooling tubes. They offer a few different styles. Let's talk about that real quick. We'll start from most expensive. This one here, down to the cheapest, mid-range. Alright, so this does not come with it. This is a Mod Quad dipstick. If you guys haven't checked out Mod Quad's products, you're living under a rock, alright? But very cool. And yes, guys, I read my comments. I know what some of you guys said. You guys are busting my balls. I get it. Well, one of yous anyway. You could also do a dipstick with a temperature thing on it. My dumbass ordered it in Celsius. Yeah, looks like nothing other than a meat thermometer squished in with a compression style fitting with a ferrule and nut at the top. So I could probably go to my mom's house and steal her you know, thermostat for cooking pot roast and put it in my 400ex. Guys, I didn't want to run this because I'm going to have a digital thermometer on here. So sorry for the autofocus. Is that annoying? You guys not like that? Alright, I'm done doing that. Anyway, alright, So let's get to what we're talking about here. So the CFM oil tank, guys, the 3 different styles that they sell, that I've seen anyway. I'm not sure if there's more. I'm pretty sure there's only 3. So the cheapest one you could possibly buy does not have the cooling tubes, which is what CFM calls these. This is just a flat panel. Probably holds a little bit more oil, because obviously these tubes being in here are going to displace where oil could have went. And then you have the mid-range priced one, which is just like this with the cooling tubes, but the oil screen that goes in here, and I'm going to get into that in a second. I'm going to show you guys part numbers and everything on how to dress this thing out. So they have one where this is just welded on there. You would just screw your oil line onto it. You're done. That's it. Obviously, there's your drain hole. This is the most expensive of the 3. It has the cooling tubes and it has the oil screen or cooling screen. I forget how they exactly worded it, but you guys know what I'm saying. So in order to, I mean, you could take your old stock oil tank out. This is removable. You could reuse it. You could even take these rubbers and these little metal, I guess you call them spacers, so it kind of doesn't like crush the rubber down. It only lets you tighten it a certain amount. It doesn't come with any of this stuff or a dipstick. Like I said, you could take it out of your, your stock oil tank. But if you don't want to take it out of your stock oil tank, like I didn't want to, these are the rubber bushings, guys. Same one that's in a lot of spots on the 400ex. Here's a part number for the, let me pull this out of here so you guys can see what I'm saying here. So this part here, a little bit of a, pain in the ass to get in there. Not too bad though. So here's the part number for those. You will obviously need 2 of them if you want to buy new stuff. 19051-KA3-830. So that takes care of the rubbers. Now this piece here, which is a, I forget the actual name for it. I'm sure one of you guys will, correct me in the comments, but little metal spacer, dowel, top hat, whatever, Kermit's hat, I don't know, whatever. These go in there like that. So you would also need 2 of these, obviously, if you're not following along. Here's the part number for those right there. Is 19052MGH640. So you need those. And then now let's get into this ridiculously expensive for what it is fitting that's in this bag. So this is the oil screen, cooling screen, whatever. It comes as one piece, just like this. This is from Rocky Mountain ATV. I haven't used Partzilla yet, so I don't have an opinion on them yet, but so far Rocky Mountain ATV has been just stellar, and they pride themselves on their customer support. Rocky Mountain, hit me up, garagemc549@gmail.com. I would love to do business with you guys, more than what I'm already doing. All right, part number for that, guys, is 15500-HN1-000. It's about 45 bucks or something like that, 42 bucks for one of these. So what you're also going to need with that is the O-ring that goes on it. The part number for the O-ring that goes on that cooling screen right there is 91305-384-750. Highly recommend getting a new one. Anytime you should always change your O-rings, guys, especially when you change your oil. Yeah, there's an O-ring in there too. You should always change that. They get squashed, they get deformed, they get heated, cold, they go bad after a while. You can probably get away with 2, maybe 3 oil changes with one, but they're cheap, so get what you got to get. This has nothing to do with this, but it kind of does. This is the part that holds the the oil, or I forget what cable this holds, guys. I believe it's the clutch cable. It holds it down by where the oil tank bolts on. I just wanted one with new zinc coating, so. Now I remember, guys, this part goes to the bolt on the triangular motor mount there, and then this clip section of it here goes to, see that little rubber boot on the bend of that oil line? That's what that's for. I can't believe I forgot that. Part number for that, just in case you're curious, 15540-HN1-000. That's pretty much, if you want to have all new stuff and not take your old oil tank apart, guys, those are the parts you're going to have to order with the CFM oil tank. This oil tank, I purchased it on eBay. It was like $330-ish. The one that's welded on instead of removable like this is only 20 bucks cheaper, but, you know, you spend 20 more, then you got to spend this much more. I think this order from Rocky Mountain, I think, was like 60 bucks. These, the screen, the O-ring, and this other part that I don't know. I should have bought something else and got it up to $75 order, because then you get free shipping. Yeah, I don't think that far ahead sometimes. All right, let me move this stuff out of the way. Oh, obviously, doesn't come with your dipstick either, but, you know, you could reuse your stock one. Let me get this out of the way, guys, and then let's talk about our middle of the road option price wise. Actually, no, we'll just wing it. Let's go. All right, so get this out of the way. What comes in this Tusk radiator fan comes in a big box like this right here, and it comes with all this stuff and instructions and blah 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 blah. So this is better than, I think, the other dipstick with the temperature gauge on it. Yeah, you could still run two. It's not a big deal. Obviously, this will be the temperature of the engine. The dipstick obviously would be the temperature of the oil that's in the tank. So you're going to get different readings depending on where you try to pick up your temperature at, you know, in its process of recirculating through the engine over and over and over. Obviously, what's coming out of the engine is going to be the hottest. Then as it goes into the cooler, what comes out is going to be a little bit cooler. Then it's going to, you know, blend in with the other oil in the tank, and then that's going to kind of level itself out to an even playing field between the two temperatures of both. So no need to really tell you guys what this is going to do. Obviously, it would go on the oil cooler, which, let me grab one, just like that. Oil cooler. Now, this is a stock 400ex oil cooler, guys. What's crazy is, with all the 400exs out there, you would think that somebody would have came out with an identical match to this with maybe 2 more rows added on, you know? That would be sweet. That would be real cool. So this fan here, guys, from Tusk, this will go right on, right over these bolt holes where everything gets held together. So problem I don't like about this, which is fine, it'll work just fine, this is a 4-inch fan, guys. So what I'm going to use out of this Tusk kit when we install it on the 465 is going to be none of this right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put that back in the box. We'll save that for a dirt bike that I'm planning on doing eventually here. This is all I'm going to use out of it. And you're going, well, Matt, that defeats the purpose. Where's the fan? I ordered a pack of 4, actually, 3-inch Spall fans. I want to run 2 3-inch fans on it. With these electronics, it will do the same exact thing, but it'll give me better coverage and not so much overhang. You know what I mean? Without building like a little radiator shroud like people do on race cars, where just the fan's cut out. Might even still be an option when I get the other 2. But, you know, so that's that option there, guys. I think this Tusk radiator fan kit, if I can remember, I bought it like over a year ago because I've been building this since Jesus was born. I think it was like $120 or $130 shipped, and that was on eBay. So you could probably get it way cheaper at Rocky Mountain ATV. Not sure, though. When I bought this one, it was the last one available. So, you know, do your research there. All right, and last but not least, guys, the cheapest option. These are like 50 bucks. These are also from the same company that made that, CFM. Same company that made my airbox as well, CFM. They make some good products, guys. I think I'm actually going to order their airbox setup for my LT250R because it's got an aluminum airbox on it, but it's like, you know, somebody didn't do a bad job, but, you know, I'm not a fan of the welds that are on it and stuff. It looks like it was built with like JB Weld by a 5-year-old, but I mean, it serves its purpose. Sure, I'll put it on eBay when I take it off, and one of you guys could possibly buy it. But so these here, guys, I remember when I was first deciding to do a set of these, I was looking all over for instructions on how to put these on, and then there isn't any because it's just that simple to install. So on the top of your shock there, Normally you'd have a little L bracket, if I could find one here, like this one that I also powder coated for this quad. These have a little nipple on them and then a hole. The nipple is the locator and then the bolt holds it as well. So those go right on top of the shock mount like that there. So this top bolt here, this top section, this goes to where that is. That piece I just showed you. This bottom hole here goes to that welded on captive nut in that little bracket there. That's where the other section goes. And then you'll notice there's also a third section here. This is where the clip goes, where your fenders get screwed to the bracket that would normally come off of that same exact piece that I just showed you with the captive nut. That's how those go on there. There's also one other option available out there, guys. Check out Zoom Parts. Also not sponsored. Zoom hit me up. I'd like to check that oil tank out that you guys sell. They sell a whole oil cooler kit. Sorry, not an oil tank. Check out their video, guys. They got a YouTube channel. You know, new lines, everything. I really like the little billet pieces that come on that come with their oil cooler kit. The pieces that bolt to the side cover there, there's two of them. I really like those. I'd like to find out if I could just buy those just separately and make my own kit, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, guys, you can check that out too if that's something you would like to do from Zoom Parts. You know, the new cooler that comes with it mounts up by the bumper. I'm not really a fan of that, if I'm being 100% honest. I don't really like the idea of having an oil cooler up where it could be getting pelted with rocks and everything, you know. So the only way to combat that is to be faster than everybody and make sure you're in the front, I guess. But you know, I don't know how much that kit is though. So if you guys do know, or if you've used it, drop a comment. Let me know. How much was it? How's it work? So what was the point of this video, Matt? Well, it was the point to show you guys there are a few different options out there to keep your Trx400ex cool. Yes, when I get to putting the rest of this together, which is very soon now that I just got these parts in for the oil tank in today, guys. And you're like, well, why didn't you finish putting other stuff together? Couldn't put the exhaust in yet because you can't have the exhaust in to put the oil tank in. And if I'm going to come out here, I just want to have everything and just bang it out. One video, just get the rest of it done, first start, and then we'll go make some riding videos with this thing, and then maybe one of you guys will win this quad. Stay tuned for the instructions on that. Looking forward to that too. I can't wait to see how excited one of you guys are to get this quad. It's gonna be cool. I can only imagine what it will be like to wake up the next morning, go out in your garage and be like, wow, that was real. That was reality. But anyway, guys, yeah, thanks for checking out this quick video. Just letting you guys know what kind of products are out there. And yes, I'm putting all three of these on this quad, so a little overkill, maybe. So's the rest of the damn quad, in my opinion. All right, but anyway, thanks for checking it out, guys. I will see you in Quad Talk Live every single Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. Check it out, man. I've been having a blast making Quad Talk Live. Everybody seems to love it, and it's just growing and growing and growing. So I hope to see you there, and thanks for coming to the garage. Oh yeah, call to action real quick, CTA. Bro, throw your boy a thumbs up, guys. That stuff helps the channel out huge. If you're not subscribed yet for whatever reason, I guess you never will be. So, you know, do as you will there. And drop a comment, man. I read and answer them all. See you guys in the garage next time. Thanks for coming.